Hey everyone, we are here in SoHo at beautiful little Christina Gallery, and we're here to see an exciting two-man show with artists Haas and Amze Emmons. Let's go check it out.
The inspiration for this show really came through wanting to bring some new artists into the gallery who we haven't shown before, and we reached out to a few artists from Philadelphia whose work we've been following, and they put together this great two-person show for us today.
Can you tell us a little bit about this show and about your work?
The work that I have up in this exhibit focuses mostly on the commercial sprawl that we typically find off the highways and interstates around our cities. So it's very much about kind of all that build-up, and also that perhaps at some point it may actually all dissolve too.
You use some printmaking techniques in creating your work. Can you describe a little bit more about your process?
Most of these are all lithographs, so it happens to be that it's a very good process for me to produce these images. I can get these very smooth gradients of sort of these transitions from the ground to the horizon, but I'm also interested in that these environments exist as multiples, that there's certainly more than one McDonald's, and they're all very much alike.
What would you like people viewing your work to take away from it?
Ultimately, I produced the work as a way for me to kind of deal with these environments and my own kind of ambivalence and also complicity with them. And so I'm interested in other people being able to sort of look at them and perhaps think about their own relationships to these environments. Just maybe awaken something that they haven't seen or noticed before in these landscapes.
Our work is in some ways dealing with very similar topics in very different ways, and I wanted to see what would happen if it kind of came together.
Can you tell us a little bit about your work?
It's works on paper and panel. It's loosely kind of engaged in a sort of drawing practice. It's like pencil and gouache primarily. The images are kind of mashups of local and kind of vernacular examples of like place hacking, and I try to put that in conversation with, I guess, what to me are kind of global concerns, like refugee camps, examples of displacement.
You mentioned place hacking. What is place hacking?
Place hacking is like when somebody sort of breaks the way you're intended to interact with a space. So an example would be like the homeless guy who rewires the streetlight to power his television.
That was a wonderful show, and their work created a fascinating dialogue about our culture and about society and places. I really enjoyed the show. The gallery was extremely welcoming, and thanks for joining us. We look forward to seeing you next time.